So today, our focus is in the front bedroom, which is the oldest part of the house. And what we did was open up the ceiling so we can do some insulation and install a supply for the heating and air conditioning. Interestingly enough, I found that they double sheetrocked in here. So they sheetrocked the first time. Obviously, they had to strip everything out or whatever was in here back in the day. And then they did it again. This is the thinner sheetrock, and this is the modern sheetrock. So I don't know what the R value of 2 layers of sheetrock is, but I'm sure it must help a little bit. Also in here, it's hard to see a little bit, but I did the blow-in insulation underneath, and then carefully layered fiberglass over the top of it. That gives it about 8 inches or so. So I looked it up, that's about R22. It's not great, but it's better than R0. And we're gonna put the box in HVAC, the supply, brace it up nice, and put everything back. So here's a long view from the closet, and you can see that the blow-in insulation is up to the joist, and these joists are about 6 or 8 inches because they're cut from trees. They're all a little different, and laid some fiberglass over the top of them, and we have the supply for the heating and air conditioning coming this way. Also, back in the day, somebody braced up the roof rafters here, and that's a pretty cool idea. So what I did when the ceiling was open, I did the same thing down at the end there in the front of the house where you can't reach it. So that'll help a little bit with the snow load, I guess. It's been standing for 200 years. I'm sure it'll be fine. Also, we were careful not to allow the insulation to touch the roof where the where the pockets go down to the soffit. They blocked them off anyway. We'll just let the insulation sit there. We will not put any fiberglass there. So there you have it. The insulation of the front room and the installation of heating and air conditioning. Stay tuned. So this room being spray foamed changed the whole climate of the upstairs of this house. Basically because the ridge is not open to the outside anymore, and it feels different in here. This weekend I was able to connect a rough-in box for fire and carbon monoxide. Connected and installed supply box for heat and air conditioning. It's boxed in there real tight, nice and tight, nice and good. Moving right along. Same thing in the front room here. This box is installed. It looks a little sloppy because I had to cut a hole in the ceiling, but it's in there good. And these work really good too. I connected them up and tried them out, and good to go. Moving along in here. Connected this one up to the new system as well. Removed the thermostat for the heat. That's just a junction box now, and it's dead. So do what we got to do with it. Then I'm just going to plate it. And what else? Took the plywood upstairs, built a nice catwalk, and I punctured my finger and got a little blood on the floor. We'll clean that up later. So that's the name of that tune. We now have heat upstairs and a blue light special.